you and I both know that the NFL's like a tanker ship. It takes forever to turn around, but eventually it will turn around, and it needs baby steps, and you saying that yes, this is huge in the fact that it's an individual that we do not see in a zebra shirt on the field making a call. Yes, that is huge. Now, the question is, as you said, that they're not all the way there and making a full sky judge. And the reason why is that if they do what I'm asking to be done, which is a flag thrown on the field for roughing the passer, it's immediately reviewed. Or any bang-bang play that's 15 yards, boom, that causes an official for their altruistic reasons, because they are the first line of defense in the player safety protocols, that yes, that was we understand you're trying to protect players, but after further review, that's kind of playing football. That's a legal hit, and that's what I want Sky Judge, replay assist, video assist, expedited review, whatever you want to call it. I want them to do that. The question is can we do that without others saying, well, then let's use Sky Judge to call flags that the humans don't throw? That's the issue that I think the NFL will never get past. Mike, your thoughts?
Yeah, look, here's the issue. You want them to do what we're doing in the USFL now, which is reviewing all personal fouls that are called. We're not in the area to where USFL Replay Center calls the fouls, but they review all the personal fouls. I mean,
let's
do it. I'm not totally sold on it. And I talked to John Mara, the CEO and co-owner of the Giants, before the game.
He's one of the guys.
He's in Minnesota, yeah. And,
he would.
And he said to me, there's been discussion about reviewing roughing the passer. What do you think? And I said, well, my concern is this. Those plays that you and I consider not a foul, and you can include both of those, not the one in our game. I mean, the call in Minnesota against the Giants on that last drive, that was just not a good call.
Exactly. We got to get those out, Mike. Get those out.
Wait, let me finish.
Yes, sir.
So when you go to the play, like, for example, the call last night, we don't think it's a foul. I don't think it's a foul.
Right.
But the league does. So if you review it, and with these driving the quarterbacks into the ground, the few that have created the furor, it's going to go to review, and they're going to stay with the call. So what is it going to accomplish? I mean, I worry about that. Look, here's some facts, and I think really the league has done a pretty good job. We're screaming about the roughing the passer penalties, but this stat startles me. I mean, in 2021, there were 153 roughing the passer penalties called, 153. In 2022, 1 year later, 93.
Yeah, Mike, I know I hear all this stuff about me trying to say fumbling through the end zone should be changed, and the answer you give me, and you've given me that like it rarely happens. It's happening less and less and less. All it's got to do is happen once in the Super Bowl, and the whole country's watching it. I'm telling you, all it's got to happen is once. I understand it doesn't happen as much.
I know.
I get it. I hear all the numbers. It's down. It doesn't happen as much, so we're going to change the rules for something that hardly happens anymore. All it's got to do is happen once. That's all. And in the spot where 100 million plus people in this country are watching, and they're going to be like, what is the NFL doing? And that's my concern. So I guess just to put a bow on it, because John Mara is one of the competition committee poobahs for sure. Next time, Mike, give him my number when he says, what do you think? Give him my phone number and say, call Rich Eisen. Will you please do that? I'm serious.
Yeah. I think the
Please.
only thing that is encouraging about this is that there you have, one of the members, long reigning members of the competition committee is asking about it.
Yes.
So it's going to get to the table. I don't think it's going to get further than that, but at least they're talking about it. And you said it earlier, it takes so long to change things. And this video assist is just growing right in front of our eyes.
It is.
For example, I mean, things that I didn't even know. When they call ineligibles downfield on a pass play, tough play to cover without the umpire on the defensive side of the ball. They now have made that to where the video assistant can jump in and pick up the flag if, in fact, that ineligible player is not more than 2 yards downfield.
So we're picking up flags.
Growing.
So you're picking up flags for a legal man downfield, but we're not going to pick up a flag for roughing the pass? That's new to me.
Well,
really?
But here's their theory, because that's purely objective.
You could see a line.
You either get to the 2 yard line or you don't. It's not, is the contact enough? Was he driving him into the ground? Let's be patient, Rich. We're making progress, and we like the progress that we're making. And if it happens in the Super Bowl, you're right. Maybe it drives them to make a change. But I think we have to be somewhat happy with the direction that we're going. I think it still needs a bit of refinement, but I like to look at numbers, and I will go back and say I like the fact that there's a huge drop in roughing the passer penalties. There's a huge drop, 100 less defensive pass interference calls, a lot less offensive pass interference calls. I think the game is being played more without penalties, even though some that are called create all these the high-profile controversy. But, our wish is there. And I think they have the ability to look at the spring leagues, too, whether it's the XFL or the USFL. One of them, Rich Eisen's rule.
Attaboy.
In the USFL this year, if you fumble forward into the end zone and out of bounds, you get the ball back at the spot of the fumble.
Yes.
They're going to see how that looks and how it plays out in the spring league. And you might see another Eisen rule that gets put into the NFL.
I love it. I love it. That puts the us in USFL. I love it. I love it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.